Okay, hello everybody. As you can see here, here's my timer that we used before. Okay, and I also made my questions here, and you'll see that this redstone goes inside, and it goes inside to this building here, which is part of their escape room, and I'll be going in there here in just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure my world builder is on, so that way I can actually get in there. Okay. So first thing let's look at the answer choices that we have here. Now, one of these four answer choices is the correct answer, and three are not correct. So three of them is going to go to the exact same spot, and one of them is going to take them to the next. As you can see, we have lots of rooms here, to the next escape room, and they're going to have to answer another question, and the same thing's going to happen. If you remember, when we made the timer, one of the things on the timer was that it says time's up, and then it makes a sound, and then it kills you, right? It has to do those things in order. So we want to make sure we stop that timer before it gets to 0. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this. And again, I had to add these blocks here because you can't stack command blocks on top of each other unless you have another block attached to them. So I'm going to go to this first block right here. Okay, so what I did was, it's an impulse. So when they push the button on the inside, which I'm going to show you, it's going to set the block, and here's the coordinates for the block, and I'm going to set it as glass. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because, look here, right here, this is 2, 4, minus 11 right here, this spot right here. So there's going to be a piece of redstone in there once the timer starts. And we want to, when they push a button, so they're going to replace it. And you can replace it with any kind of block that you want. I just chose glass because I like glass. And so when they click the button, then the redstone is going to get taken out and glass is going to be put in. Well, if there's no redstone powering the block, then the timer is going to stop. So hopefully it gets stopped before time is up. That's what we really want, right? So that's one of the things that that we do. We have to take that redstone block out and put in the glass or whatever block you want to put in. That's this one right here. Okay. The next one is scoreboard players set at countdown 50. Now I changed the countdown a little bit. I wanted to give them a little bit more time. So now what's going to happen? So if they push the button, it's going to put the glass in there to stop the timer, and it's going to reset their timer to 50. Okay. So that way, when the countdown starts again, they're going to be at 50 this time. All right. So remember, the last time we set it at 30, which we could still set it at whatever number that we wanted, but we're going to set it at 50. Okay. All right. And then the next one, there's only one more. It's going to teleport them to a particular place. Now, I have 3 of mine that are teleported to the same place, which is kind of like, oh, gets the wrong answer, and then it's going to bring them back to the first question all over again. They're going to like start all over again. It's almost like a jail kind of thing. So, and then I have one that's going to teleport them to the next escape room. So teleport at all players here, or if they get it correct, that's going to teleport them to the next room. Okay, so let's take a look. So that's this one here. That's one question or one answer choice. All right, you'll see that it's the same with the block. Okay, it's the same with the timer. And it's the same with, so obviously this is the jail, the 52 minus 43. That's the jail that it's going to send them to. So those two are incorrect. Okay, again, the same. All of these are the same. Let's take a look at where one's teleporting. This one's different. This is the correct answer on the inside. All right, so here's where it goes. Okay, so we have teleport at minus 44 to 4. All right. Okay, so that's where it's going to take them. Okay, and then again, here we go. Okay, scoreboard's at 50. And again, it's going to teleport them. All right, so now we have all of our questions here. We have our timer out here. Now I'm just going to go in here. There should be one that's open. I think it's this one right here. Okay, now I'm inside. Okay, And here's my question, and here are my answer choices, and there's the buttons on the wall. And the buttons are connected to the redstone that goes into those blocks. So when I click the button, it's going to trigger that one block, trigger one of the blocks, and it'll set the glass in there, and it'll get all that. But right now, you'll see my timer is at -10. That's because I haven't talked to my MPC first. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my MPC. I'm going to make sure my world builder is turned off. Talk to my MPC. Glad you're here. This is Escape Room Challenge. Read the sign on the wall and answer the question by pressing the correct button. You only have 45 seconds to escape. Choose wisely. All right. And you're going to see now there's my timer going down. And I'm going to read the question. I read the question and I'm like, okay, I'm going to choose this answer right here. And it took me to a different room. And notice that my timer stopped at 49. It was at 50, it stopped at 49 because it put that glass in there. Let's go check it out. I'm going to go ahead and move up here. Oh, my world builder on because I have this all set up so that way kids can't just. I'm going to go back over here to my timer just so you can see. And you could see that it took out that redstone and put a piece of glass in there, just like I wanted it to for my command block. So the button that I pushed caused this to happen. And that's how we set up the answer choices. It's not very difficult. And then we can continue to do these. I'm not going to make another timer. I'm going to use this one timer over and over and over again for each one of my escape rooms that I'm creating. And I'm just going to keep calling back to my countdown and keep calling back to this particular timer. So I don't have to make that again. I will have to make my answer choices and tell people where they're going to go and all of that. So that's one of the things I'm going to have to do, but I'm not going to have to make my timer again. So, and we're going to see you next time, because we're going to show you how to build the rooms in a way where your kids aren't going to be able to do anything but answer the questions. They're not going to be able to get out of the room. Okay. I'm going to show you how to do that next time. All right. We will see you later.